Yo, we in here with Seth Turner. Just moved out here from St. Louis, Missouri, in the Houston, Texas area, getting this dog and pet shop started. And I had to come sit down and talk to him today, man, because I respect entrepreneurship. I respect getting out there on your own, starting your own brand, your own business. And to be quite honest, we don't have a lot of black pet store owners or dog. I just had to come talk to you about it. Kennedy's Pet Shop, located in the Cypress area, Houston, Texas, man. So introduce yourself to the people, let the people know where you from, things like that. Give them a little bit of background about yourself.
All right, I'm Seth Turner. Like you said, I'm from St. Louis. Moved out here to expand the business. We're doing dog grooming, dog walking, pet sitting. We have dog food in here to sell to the customers and deliver to their homes. What else you say?
Just tell them about starting your business in St. Louis, and then what made you expand to Houston.
Oh yeah, I started off in St. Louis. I looked at it as an opportunity. I didn't see many, at the time I only knew of the big chain pet grooming and pet stores, and they never were open in the urban areas, and people had pets. So I took that advantage and put our first location in the inner city of St. Louis. Now I came out to Houston and do a second location. Hopefully I can reach people in different parts of the world that's from places like me, and that need the access to the dog grooming salons and the pet care needs that they need.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Because me personally, I didn't really know the difference in because I don't have any pets.
Right.
So I didn't know the difference in actually being like a groomer. I've heard the word grooming, and I'll see pet grooming stores, but if you don't have pets, you really don't know that, hey, this is what's really going on, and this is really a business in a market like that.
Yeah, coming up, I never heard of a groomer either. I started off, I was just riding one day, and I'm like, man, what can I be doing? I was riding with my friend. I'm like, what can I be doing that that's lucrative? And I probably saw a dog walking up the street, and I said, man, I'm gonna start selling dog food. But this is in 2007, and I was just like, man, I wonder if people get their dog food delivered to them, and they didn't. So I would end up finding the distributor to sell one of the top brands that was selling a lot in the St. Louis area. I went and bought an Astro van for about $600 and made some flyers and passed them out door to door, and I started selling dog food to people, delivering it right to their house. But I was like, with the dog food, I was selling it, but the profit margin wasn't as big, so I was thinking I need to open up more streams of revenue. So you buying a bag of dog food, I was selling big bags. People might buy one bag a month. So I'm like, what else they need from their dog? I always looked at it like things three-dimensional. So like you take the cell phone, you can sell the cell phone, you can sell cell phone cases, you can sell cell phone servers, you can sell apps. So that's how I try to break down any business, like a pyramid. So I'm like, all right, I'm selling dog food, start selling cat food. So then I'm like, man, people are here walking dogs. So I started walking dogs. And then that led me to get more into, that brought me into people's house. And like coming from where I'm coming from, people, they bought dog food, put the dog in the backyard. Dogs didn't even come in the house in the inner city of St. Louis. I mean, you might have some people that do it, but it wasn't big in the 90s. When I grew up, you might come outside and see a dog fight.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
That's foreign to hear about grooming and dog walking. So it took me into places that I wasn't even really welcome. You know what I mean? Still the case. So I'm like, so now I'm learning like these people getting dogs groomed. So I started walking into grooming salons. I end up going into one and just started working as a bather just to see what's going on. I worked there for not even a whole year, and then a month after I left that location, I opened up my own location.
Gotcha.
And now that location been open for 5 years, but it didn't start off with just me like knowing something about grooming. My mama never had a dog in our house. We probably had a dog for like 3 months. It didn't work out. So we never. My grandmother always had dogs, but none of them been to a grooming salon or nothing like that. So, like I said, just me walking in, just building a business and just finding multiple streams of revenue. Even now, if something different just so happened to pop in the pet industry, I might have my ear to it. Like, all right, we may need to add that. You know, now I come to Houston. In St. Louis, mobile grooming not big like it is. So now I'm looking at like, man, maybe we need to add mobile grooming to the brand, or, you know, so I'm gonna stay relevant in terms of, you know, the world change. But I feel like I saw that pet delivery before, like this was before Amazon was selling, you know how they doing a 2-day delivery and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You was an Uber Eats. You was Uber Eats for dogs. Not to be funny, but you was Uber Eats for dogs.
Like you growing up where like in those type of neighborhoods, people like you doing what? Like ain't nobody else doing that.
Nah.
Like you know they waving it off. So you know that was something else that you gotta make people believe. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to really stick with it, and that's what made me stick with it because I love a challenge. Like I'm a kid. If a teacher got a math problem on the board, I hope nobody can figure it out. I want the hardest problem. So that was something like, I feel like what I did for back home is I made it look cool to have a dog. Now people, they asking me like, man, how can you help me get a dog? My girlfriend wanted a Shih Tzu. Like at first people was like, man, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now
the doubters in the beginning, they was like, oh, you won't be able to make that pop or make it be lucrative, or you won't last long. And you lasted 5 years in already, on your second store. And some people don't get past 5 months when they start a business.
Nah, it's hard. You gotta be disciplined, and you gotta take bumps and bruises. You gotta take the good and the bad.